Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network channel on YouTube. I'm your host, Mr. Prime Real Estate, Ric Davis.
And I'm your host, the Texas Real Estate King, LarryWBrooks.
Every week, the King and I will provide you exclusive access to our network of lenders, investors, and real estate professionals from both the commercial and residential real estate sectors.
Now, are you millionaire minded? Or maybe you're a millionaire in the making. Make sure that you subscribe so you can get connected to the network. And always remember, the Prime Real Estate Network, where millionaires are in the making.
Create wealth for generations.
What's up, Prime Real Estate Network listeners? It's your man, Larry W. Brooks, a.k.a. the Texas Real Estate King. Hey, when you get a moment, go ahead and go over to shoplwb.com. You can see the Pure Hustle merchandise that we had over there, some of our newer items that we have in stock, and of course, I got all the books that I've authored. I'd love for your support. You have a great day.
Or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, but especially here in our lovely city of Houston. I urge everyone to reach out to me directly on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. As always, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here this week with you, and we have a really exciting show planned for everyone. I want to invite everyone who's checking us out live on YouTube and Facebook to get involved in today's show. Leave myself and the Texas Real Estate King a relevant real estate question in the comment section, and you never know, your question may very well be answered on today's show. So I want to take some time now to introduce my co-host. He is not only a highly successful real estate broker, he is a multi-time author, serial entrepreneur, and the proud proprietor of the Pure Hustle clothing brand. I'd like to introduce to the Prime Real Estate Network audience, the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on?
Yo, what's going down, Rick? How you doing, my man?
Hey, man, look, good to have you here this week, man. It's good to catch up with you. Hey, yeah. I got to make sure we comment. I love the background, Mr. Brooks. Love the Brooks and Davis merch you got set up there in the background. So for those who aren't aware, what's been going on in the world of the Texas Real Estate King? How is it going? What's going on? And where are we at today, sir?
Hey, no doubt about it, man. Listen, that's my skill. That's one of my secret skill sets, man. I can stage a little bit. Don't take much, man. Just take a little bit of merch, place it in the right places, give you some magical staging taking place. Man, man, I ain't got no complaints, man. Things have been good, Rick. I actually flew into where am I at? Kentucky. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, man, for a couple of days. Actually meeting and speaking with some potential investors, some people that are looking to do some things in Houston, Texas, man. And I'm excited just to have an opportunity to come out here. And I guess you would call it pitch or present or just give them information on what we got going on. So it's been a relationship that I've been building for quite some time. So just to come out here and expose, to be able to have an opportunity to talk to them in more detail is special.
You know, I appreciate you for being so transparent, because we don't often have an opportunity to share with the audience a little bit of the background of what goes on behind the scenes over at Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, the Prime Real Estate Network, and how we're always looking to collaborate, expand, and build on great ideas, man. So, I want to make sure we announce every week, part of the Brooks and Davis expansion is our new West Side office. So anyone out there in the Houston real estate community, if you want to be a part of the Brooks and Davis family, if you want to focus your practice on servicing those buyers, sellers, and investors on the west side of Houston, Harris County, and the surrounding areas, reach out to me directly or the Texas Real Estate King, and we can give you more information how you can become a part of the Brooks and Davis West Side family. So want to definitely make sure we give a big, huge shout out and announce that to everyone, because we are looking to build an all-star team over there. So if you want to take your real estate practice and your real estate business to the next level, reach out to us and we can get some information over to you.
Definitely, man. And you know, one of the other things I like to say about that too, as that expansion is taking place, you know, if you're looking to get into the real estate industry, if you've started your coursework when it comes to the real estate industry, we want you to feel free to join what we call our affiliate program. Now, I love talking about our affiliate program when I visit champions, when I visit HCC and talking to students that have started the process. To me, the affiliate program is the taking a test drive of an automobile before they drive off the lot. Someone that's walking through the home before they actually sign the dotted line, right? They're finding the product that they want. And so, you get an opportunity to test drive the Brooks and Davis real estate brand, the organization, see if it's something that fits you, the coaching fits you, the training fitting you, the mentors fit you, right? See if that's something that you got to vie for by joining our affiliate program. So that's an open invitation to anyone out there that have started their coursework when it comes to your real estate license. So just want to let y'all know that. And that's something that we're really exploding throughout the entire brand, but definitely in that West location. We are trying to really expand that. So definitely tap in, people.
I know, absolutely. And I appreciate that invitation because I think the affiliate program that we offer at Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm is something that those in the real estate industry won't just find across the board. Mm-hmm. Give you opportunity to not only take advantage, but to build relationships and network with the members of the Brooks and Davis Real Estate family. So I appreciate you, Mr. Brooks, for sharing that and giving out to everybody out there that want to get it going.
Gotcha.
We were really excited about this week's guest when you let me know that we were able to gain her commitment to sit in on the show. Mm-hmm. Every week, I try to give you an opportunity to share with our audience a little bit about the value of networking and how that has allowed you to be introduced to so many bright and talented business owners. So could you share with our audience, Larry, a little bit about this week's guest and how you were able to gain her commitment to sit in with us for this interview?
Definitely, bro. I am excited to have her on, man. I've actually been following this young lady for quite some time on social media. We have a ton of relationships that are the same. We've been in some of the same rooms, and some of our same friendships that we got that carry over are meaningful to me or also meaningful to her. Not only that, definitely want to give a shout out to Shayla, which is one of her cousins that actually went to Stephen F. Austin with us. That's another amazing connection. Shayla is definitely a real one. You know what I mean? Definitely a real one. Great people. Was always that person. So shout out to her. And man, it's definitely reached out to her. She was able to clear up a calendar for today's date in order for us to really be able to get that commitment. And so I'm excited just to have her on. Want to share what she's been doing. Us celebrating National Women's Month itself is just a testament to people like herself that are out here building and building and making so many transactions and home ownership and good credit and opportunity for people out there everywhere. So, I'm just excited to have her on the show just to talk in more detail about it, brother.
Oh, no, I thank you so much, man. And I want to take some time to introduce this week's guest. Not only is she a talented business owner, entrepreneur, mentor, and inspiration, she is a mortgage loan expert. I want to thank her so much for sitting in on the Prime Real Estate Network show. And I'd like to introduce to our audience, Miss Bethany Roden. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, y'all. How are you all today?
We're good.
How are you?
It's great to be here. I'm glad you guys invited me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sitting in. First things first, Bethany, for those members of our audience that are meeting you for the first time, could you just not only introduce yourself, but also introduce your company and let our audience know about what type of services you provide to the real estate community?
Awesome. Okay, I will. My name is Bethany. My company is First Class Management Services. We started out as First Class Credit Repair, but I wanted to extend. I didn't want to just, bottle myself into one industry. So I changed that over the past couple of years. Now we're First Class Management Services. So that includes, like you said, mentoring. I've done a couple flips under that name. I have branched out into the mortgage world. So I have my own somewhat of a mortgage business where we do investments and all that kind of stuff under my company. And here I am today.
The great thing about having you on, and I thank you so much for sharing a little bit, is because right now, since the turn of the year, since we've gotten into 2024, the local real estate market here in Houston has really been on an uptick. And you talked about how you offer credit repair services. And it's a great time for all of those people who've signed up for you in the past year to 2 years, because they're able to take advantage of some of the generous loan programs that are out now. Larry and I talked to a lot of potential buyers, potential investors about the 100% finance and the type of down payment assistance grants that are out there. So as a professional in the industry, could you just share with our audience a little bit about what's out there, what people are taking advantage of, and how there are so many people who need to find out how much buying power they truly have in today's market?
Absolutely. There are a ton of programs out there that are here for assistance. Like you said, there's one called the 100% finance where it covers your down payment completely. There are two types though. There is a type where it's repayable, which is kind of like a silent second. And then there's a type that you don't have to pay back. That's forgiven. Those all depend on, each program will probably depending on your credit score. Because in addition to that, there are other programs that offer $10,000 towards closing or your down payment. Some of those programs are based upon where you live at this moment. Even though you're moving, it's based off of where you live at this moment. And with those come other perks, like they pay for the appraisal. If you want a home warranty, it gives up to like $500 towards a home warranty. There are different programs to fit everybody. The government has placed those back into action and into the real estate industry in order to get more home buyers.
Right. You know, Bethany, one of the great things about what you do is that you're at the grassroots frontline level of actually helping people to change their financial future and put them in a position to generate wealth into the future. Considering that we're about maybe 3 to 4 years past the pandemic, what type of problems and issues have your clients been bringing to you from a credit repair standpoint that you can see started directly with some of the trials and tribulations that people had to work through during pandemic times?
Sure thing. A lot of people lost their jobs, which when that happens, if you had savings, that's what you were using first. After those savings come what? Credit cards. Yep. So now they've racked up this credit card debt. And once the credit cards are maxed out, then come the late payments. So now when you're late on a payment, 30 days late, it could drop your score up to 158 points. Wow. So it's very, very important to at least try to catch back up on that credit card, as fast as possible. A lot of people let their credit cards go to collections, which at the time, there's really nothing you can do. But a lot of people have also taken the steps to repair their credit, get those collections off, get their scores back in good standings, and now they're able to buy with no problem.
Absolutely. I'm glad you spoke on the credit card payments and how sometimes those late payments can cause people's credit scores to drop drastically. Everyone knows the value of having a strong credit rating, but sometimes when those financial pitfalls happen and you're trying to work your way through it, you don't always have someone at the ready that is knowledgeable and reputable to get you past that storm back into more calmer waters. What can you give as advice to those that's in that position to try to discern reputable credit repair organizations, reputable financial literacy education, and what separates you from some of the other messaging and other emails and stuff from other companies that people may be receiving?
One thing that most people need to look at is the upfront payment. If those people are asking for payment upfront, just kind of look at them a little sideways. Not to say that they're not doing right, but you kind of need to ask more questions, especially if they haven't given you any information on your credit report. So if they're just saying, "Oh, I see your credit, we can fix it," be careful. I get a lot of people that have gone through the process once, twice, 3 times, and they come to me and they say, "Bethany, like, what can you do differently?" Well, what I do differently is we start out with a consultation that is going through all 3 of your credit reports, pretty much picking out what's wrong with it and how we're going to fix it. So in that consultation, you get all of that information. And if you decide to sign up, great, I'm here to help. If not, at least you walk away with a plan that you can fix it on your own.
How often when you're working with someone who needs to restore their credit rating, do you feel like you're taking on the role as almost a mentor, a confidant, someone to help guide them, not only financially, but also in their personal lives. I know a lot of times, and I've met people who serve in the capacity that you serve in, and that's one of the things they talk about is that it's more of a therapeutic thing for both sides. You get so much out of it because you're helping people change their lives, but people are confiding so many things in you. How often do you feel the need to just not just wear your financial hat, but also be able to serve as a mentor or at least an inspirational light for those that you interact with professionally?
I think the inspiration comes from me telling my backstory. Because
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay.
I was in college. I signed up for credit cards. I ran them up and I did not pay them.
Yeah.
Okay. So how we
that t-shirt? Well, look, we paid a whole lot of money for that free college t-shirt that they gave us, right?
That's all they give you. You know, so I got student loans. You know, I'm the same person. I just chose to figure out, you know, how to fix my credit a little earlier.
Yeah.
It's never too late. But me giving my backstory, giving them a little bit of what I went through and how I kind of climbed my way out of the same situation kind of gives them hope that they can do it. And I can't say I didn't have anybody to show me, but it took me a while because I was too prideful to go and talk to my grandmother who taught me how to do credit repair. It was right next door and I was too prideful to go. So I finally kind of swallowed that pride and went to her and was like, listen, I need you to help me fix it. And she was like, you fix it yourself and I'm going to show you how to do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I got into it. So again, just telling my backstory and letting them know, like, you're not the only person that's been in this situation, but I'm also here to help you. Yeah. But the key is they have to listen.
Yeah.
No, but I gotta ask you.
You can't make people listen. They gotta be able to want to take the steps. They gotta be able to be wanting to be open-minded about the process. And I think literally it's very few of us that went through the educational process of college that didn't get hit with that $500 credit card debt for a $10 t-shirt that they was offering us on day one. Everybody was signing up. That line was out of the building.
Everybody. So, it was free money to us. Like, they knew what they were doing. It was free money to us.
No doubt about it. Hey, let me tell you, the funny thing is I remember we would get like little money or loans or different checks when I was in school with Rick. And it was a song. Rick, what was that song that was playing when you and Sid and them used to play Money Ain't a Thing or something?
That Money Ain't a Thing. That's what Jermaine Dupri. What was that?
Money Ain't a Thing.
Yo, just imagine. Money Ain't a Thing was a song. We be running through the UC playing it. Not knowing that one day that money was gonna be some debt on your credit because you're gonna take some back.
No, but Bethany, I want to ask you this for the members of our audience that's curious, because so many people, when they work through difficulties and come out the other side and they're able to be triumphant and victorious, they tend to keep that information to themselves. Mm-hmm. What motivated you to not only share that knowledge with the public, but also organize it in a way where you could not only formulate a brand, but also a business and a corporation that could serve you and your family in the future? Where did that come from?
So I was always told that if you don't have any information to give away for free, nobody will sign up.
Hey, that part. Yep.
So, holding, gatekeeping is what we call it now. Gatekeeping that important information, even when, other clients have went to other credit repair companies, they come back because they're like, well, they didn't really tell me much, because they need the education. And my whole thing is, I respect you as a client, but I do not want you as a repeat client. I'm the only business that do not want you as a repeat client as credit repair.
Yeah, right.
I want you to be a referral source. I don't want you to be a repeat client. That means you never learned anything from me.
That's right. True.
So I want you to get this education as we're going through the process. My phone line is always open to any past or future client. So just call me if you have a question.
Now, you mentioned a little bit about your grandmother going through the processes of credit repair with you. One of the true values of hosting this show alongside Larry is that we've had the opportunity and the luxury to interview so many business owners and entrepreneurs. And one of the questions that we like to ask every week is, when you think of your upbringing, was there a member of your family or a close personal circle that may have served as a guiding light or an inspiration for you to become a businesswoman and an entrepreneur? you mentioned your grandmother having these skills, which are a very specific set of skills. So could you share a little bit about your grandma's influence from a business perspective, and if she was the only member of your family, or how she motivated you to become a business owner as well?
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. She's not the only entrepreneur in my family. I come from a line of entrepreneurs. My mom owns 3 daycares. They are all, she's gearing up to get a couple of more. But she's been doing this for a while. She goes into churches that do not have daycares and offer her services like, hey, I can put a daycare in your church. So she already had, like, she's come up with this plan that actually works for her. My grandfather's a pastor, and he also owns a daycare. So we're just a family of entrepreneurs. So they all kind of have inspired me to step out and do this thing on my own. With my grandma being in credit repair for so long, it was just natural to her to show me how to do it, because of course she doesn't want her close family or friends in debt if they don't have to be. Right. So, she kind of just rubbed that off on me, and then I took it on as a business, and it's really flourished today.
No, that is outstanding. I thank you so much for sharing, because one of the great things about meeting people like yourself is that, as unique as everyone's background is, their story on how they evolved to success, you see a lot of parallels. Yeah. That I believe, if you're a member of the Prime Real Estate Network audience, and we want to thank you for being so, you've had the luxury of hearing these stories and seeing how either your life is similar or how to implement certain things to take your career to the next level. So I want to ask you this, because I want everyone in our audience to have an opportunity to reach out to you, connect, hire you for credit repair services, reach out to you about loan qualification. So please, first things first, share all your contact information with our audience. And then if there's going to be any opportunity in the near future to meet, greet, and interact with you, Bethany, please share that event with our audience as well.
Awesome. So my name's Bethany Roden. I am on Facebook as Bethany Roden. Instagram, it's B.THEE.MLO. So B, the MLO, mortgage loan originator. I do have a couple of events coming up. I have a few workshops. It's so many, I can't really just pinpoint them, but they will be posted on my social media. So if you guys do follow me on any of my social media, they will be posted. Please feel free to contact me. Phone number. This is the best way to reach me, by phone. I know it's weird. Most business owners,
and it's funny because usually people don't forget that we have those things outside of texting on them. So that you actually want someone to call is a thing. Come on, please call. Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all got to tap into this, man. Somebody want to hear your voices. Come on.
Phone number is 832-578-4827. My lines are open for a call or text, but that's probably going to be the best way and the fastest way for me to respond.
That's what's up. Wow.
Thank you so much, Bethany, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure to sit in with you, man. Larry told us we were going to have a great conversation and interview with you today. And of course, he did nothing but exceed expectations. So I want to thank you so much. As we get closer to your events, please keep Larry and I tapped in. We would like to share and get as many members of our audience as possible to get out so they can meet, greet, and interact with you. So thank you so much, Queen. We appreciate you for sitting in with us.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Thank you guys for having me.
You have an amazing day.
Talk to you soon. Absolutely. Bye-bye. There it is, brother. It's a great interview, man. I was really excited about interviewing Bethany Roden, man, and the interview went even better than I could even imagine. So big, huge shout out to her. Big, huge shout out to you, Mr. Brooks. Yeah. For having Miss Bethany sit in with us, man. What do you think of the interview?
Man, it's always an honor and a pleasure to have visionaries that don't mind sharing their successes and sharing their stories, right? Like she said, one of the key components of her business and her successes is that she's able to share with her clientele, people that are now our audience, about just that she's been there before. So she can talk to you about some of her steps because, hey, I've been there. I've had that same trouble. And there's no one that I know, especially in our age range, that can't have a conversation about those credit cards on the college campus and how that left debt for you sometimes. And so just being able to reflect on that and reflect on the building process of getting and having to clear your credit up. I've been there before too. I've had to clear my credit up. Believe it or not, I think I've had to do it on 2 different occasions, right? Right after college, trying to figure it out, midway through life, trying to figure it out. And then when you get to the point where you turn into a rock star in your business, and then you like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to have bad credit. You fix it up again. So I can honestly definitely love the way that she said that she does not want to be repeat business. She doesn't want repeat business from those clients unless it's referrals. She doesn't want the same client to be looking at her over and over again. And so I thought that was really key, man. You really never hear anyone say that in their business. So that is a success story within itself. You know, send me referrals, but I don't want to see you as a repeat client. I missed the step. So, yeah.
No, that's real, man. I appreciate you for sharing. I appreciate her for sharing. I want to give an invitation to all those in the Houston real estate community. Right here over my shoulder, you see the Prime Real Estate Network Major Player Award. If you want to step up your real estate business, if you want to step up your real estate practice and become a major player here in the local real estate industry, reach out to me directly on Instagram. You can also reach out to the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. We can get you set up where we can talk to you about everything we're doing at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm and put you on a track of being a prime real estate rock star. So, hey, Mr. Brooks, anything you want to say in closing to our audience, man, before you get to hanging out in Louisville, Kentucky? You know what I mean? What's going on with you, bro? Anything you want to say in closing?
You know, my words of wisdom in closing, man, is go out there, have an exciting time, find the life journey that you want, and continue to manifest that and build off that. And if real estate is a part of that manifestation in that journey, definitely reach out to us. We can get that alignment. We can help you put those manifestation steps into place. But other than that, man, y'all go out, have an amazing rest of your week, and success is right around the corner. So keep going.
Hey, man, if you find your way out there to the Derby, man, and you see the horses running around in circles, if it's a horse wearing number 9, make sure you put $100 on number 9, man. Put
$100 on number 9, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
put $100 on number 9, bro. If they got one of them number 9 horses running around that Derby, brother, man. Hey, look. Hey, I hope you have a great meeting, man. Be safe, man. Be prosperous. We'll see you next week here on the Prime Real Estate Network pod, brother. On behalf of myself, Ric Davis, and the Texas Real Estate King, we thank you all for tuning in to the Prime Real Estate Network show. We'll see you all next week at this same time. And until then, please be safe and be blessed.